Hi, welcome to Closet Convos with Am and Tay. I'm Amara.
And I'm Taylor. And Closet Conversations is a new show that we just started to give you some tips and some tricks about fashion, beauty, style, some hot topics, and really anything that has to do with your closet.
Yeah, absolutely. And so for today's episode, we would like to talk about what
not to wear on a first date. I think we all have those people in our lives where, you know, they come out and you're like, hey, like they're walking out of their house and you're like, maybe what you're wearing isn't like exactly who you know, it isn't true to you and it's not making you feel your best. Like, I feel like my best friend's always saying like, hey, like you should wear that color, it looks great on you. And I think that's so important to know, like, okay, when I go out on a first date or I'm hanging out with some friends, like whatever it is, like I want to look my best.
Yes, so absolutely. You want those people in your life that are going to be honest, that are going to champion you and support you along your fashion journey in life.
100%.
And so I think it's just tagging along with what you said. It's so important to have those friends that are willing to have those honest conversations with you that are going to say, hey, you're going out on a date tonight. You need to look good. You need to present yourself well. But that shirt, I just feel like there might be a better shirt that would fit you nicer or it would complement your skin tone better.
Yes.
You just need friends like that.
Yes.
And ladies, let's not get offended. It's okay. We're not perfect and there's always something better for us.
Yes. I know I'm always asking my best friend, like, what do you think about this? Like, I feel like I'm confident in what I wear, but sometimes I just need a second opinion. And I think that's so important when you're going out with anyone really, or to a special event, whatever it is. But for today, we wanted to focus on two specific things that you should never wear on a first date.
Yes.
So
just big no-nos.
Big
Take
no-nos.
them out of your closet, ladies.
Learn from us.
Yeah.
Amber, why don't you share the first one?
Yeah, the first big no-no on what not to wear on a first date would be clothes that aren't flattering to you. So that would be like clothes that maybe blend in with your skin color, and so it's not flattering. It just looks like all one, and you want to show off your skin color. You want to show off just who you are and your body type, and you want to present yourself well. Absolutely. And wearing a shirt or pants that are basically the same color as your skin, it just doesn't look good.
No.
And also something else that's what not to wear on the first date would also, I would have to say, are clothing that maybe be too baggy for you. You want to flatter your body type. You want to show off what you got, girl. You want to show off those hips. You want to show off your toned legs. You just want to dress to impress and be the best version of yourself that you can offer.
Now that brings us to number 2, which we talked about earlier.
Yes, we did.
You want to dress to impress, but you still want to be respectable. You still want to be exactly who God has made you to be and present yourself really as a daughter of the King. Like, you have to remember when you walk outside, you represent a kingdom not on this earth. You represent God, and you represent, like, you're there meeting with maybe another guy or hanging out with your friends, and you want to be the best version of you and truly be who God has made you to be, and show other people the best part of you while still being, I don't want to use the word modest because I feel like modest could mean like you have to like dress like with these long skirts, and not there's anything's wrong with long skirts. I think they're cute, but like really,
I have one.
Yes. But you can wear those things, and you can wear things that maybe show, you know, a little more here and there, but it's not too much, maybe just enough. So,
right. I think what you're like alluding to is like the stereotypes of what modest means. You can totally dress to impress, but it doesn't have to be along the lines necessarily of the stereotypical modest.
Right.
I would say like an older generation saying.
Yeah, you can still find things that fit you, that cover what need to cover.
Yes,
but still, you still look cute in. And I think one of my biggest things is when I'm about to go out somewhere and I'm like, oh, I'm representing maybe, you know, my church, or, I mean, first of all, we represent Christ, but maybe I'm going to like an event and I'm representing my church or my work or whatever it is. I'll just take a picture and send it to a friend, or even ask my mom, like, how does this look like? Is this skirt long enough? Or is this, what do you think? When I also sit down and see like if what you're wearing, that is the biggest test for me. Like, I have to sit down and go, okay, down, because sometimes we'll try it on, I'm like, this looks great, and I sit down and I'm like, not anymore. That is a big test, is just taking a seat and just saying, okay, I'm good or I'm not good. So
yeah, and I love how honest you are, Taylor, because that's like a real struggle, I feel like, with women and just finding things that look super cute that still present us as respectable women in the workforce, in the church, out at an event, or anywhere. Getting coffee, like exactly, literally anywhere. And so doing little tips and tricks like that can really help still present you well, but by wearing cute outfits. Like today we're both wearing rompers. We did not plan that at all. I mean, we finished each other's sentences, so go figure, right? So we were both wearing rompers, and we noticed that what I liked about my romper, at least, it's from Esther & Co., which is a boutique, online boutique that I talked about in the first show. One of my favorites. It's a U.S., they finally shipped to the U.S. I meant to say that they're an Australian brand. And what I really love about this romper is it flatters my top and my waist area because it's tight.
Because you have a really small waist, so it's emphasizing your best, one of the best parts of you. Really, like you have a small waist.
I do.
It fits perfectly.
My girl, guys, my girl Taylor. Exactly. You literally took the words right out of my mouth, and that's what I do love about it. And what I also love is that it still complements my butt and shows that I have a booty, but it's not super short. I can wear it out. I don't have to worry about constantly pulling it down or worrying, if I bend over, am I gonna flash somebody my cheeks?
Right.
You know?
Right. That's so true. So I think, I mean, really bottom line is, number 2 is wear something that, I mean, we were supposed to focus on what not to wear.
Right.
But what not to wear is something maybe skimpy or just something that doesn't present you well.
Absolutely.
What you do want to wear instead is something that presents you as respectable, because people, I mean, as much as, you know, we know that the Bible says man looks at the outward appearance, God looks at the heart. But that says something about man. They do look at the outward appearance. And it's not that it's always bad or judging, but a lot of times how we dress will say a lot about who we are.
Absolutely.
So we want to present ourselves as respectable people, and like really we do represent God. And I think that's the most important thing I have to remember when I leave the house in the morning is like, no matter what I do today, I'm representing Jesus Christ and I want to show him to the world. And if I can dress well, then I can show people who he is, even through what I wear. So
absolutely.
You know what, Amara? That kind of reminds me. So Amara just got married a few months ago. I got to coordinate her wedding, which was a blast.
Honestly, such a privilege.
It was fun.
Loved it.
It was so fun. But you obviously went on a few dates before you got married. So why don't you kind of share with us, since we're talking about what not to wear on a date, why don't you share with us what you did wear on a date, and maybe your first date or second date, and kind of like why you chose that specific outfit?
Yeah. So I believe there's going to be a photo shown of me and Nick on our first official date, and it was so fun. Have you heard of the Mission Inn in Riverside?
I love it. Beautiful lights. It's a hotel, right?
Yes. They decorate it every year with Christmas lights. Hopefully they still do it this year with COVID.
I hope so.
Oh my goodness.
I think we need to get down there.
If they do decorate it, recommend it 110%. A great date spot. Even fun to go out with friends and walk around. They have like really good hot chocolate. It's super cute, fun for photos. And what I wore on my first date with Nick, I wore pleather pants that were tight, and then I wore booties because it's winter. It was freezing.
Still gotta look cute though. Gotta keep those toes warm, still look cute.
Absolutely. And I kind of layered. In the photo you see I have like a black sweater, and then I also have this like a jean polo underneath.
Super
and
cute.
So I did the layered look with a statement piece necklace.
Always good.
And always
ties in your outfit,
adds in everything. And it's funny because he actually complimented me on that necklace.
You'll remember that forever. You can never get rid of that necklace.
I definitely still have it. And I loved that it kept me warm. I was comfortable. I wore booties that were super cute, but also I'm walking around a hotel, standing in line waiting to see Christmas lights. Absolutely. But he definitely complimented me several times that night. So I know I did my job. I did well.
Yes.
At choosing my outfit.
Yes, I think everyone can see that from the picture that popped up there when you were sharing your story. But one thing you mentioned to me when you were sharing this with me not too long ago is Nick actually made a comment to you that I think really would bring a lot of girls hope about like what to wear on a first date. Something about what you were wearing really made you specifically stand out. Why don't you share with everyone what that was?
So Nick, my husband, and I met at school. And so he had seen me around, obviously, at uni, and we had mutual friends, so we were constantly going out in like large groups and like hanging out before him and I connected just one-on-one individually. And when we started dating, the one thing that really stood out to me that quite honestly no other guy has said to me, and he took me aside, complimented me, and we were just chatting, and he was like, the one reason why, or one of the reasons why I'm so drawn to you as a person is because of how you dress. You don't only dress like attractively and cute, nice. Obviously in style, yeah, within the fashion trends. He's like, but you dress modest to a point where he's like, I just respected you even before I knew you. And he's like, it made me take you seriously and my interest in dating you more seriously, because if I would have, the way he explained it was, if I would have been wearing a shorter skirt maybe that showed some cheeks going on, or if I was wearing a crop top that maybe was just low on cleavage or a little bit skimpier, he said he would have looked at me like one of those girls that was easy and just moved on to the next. You know, and so with that being said, that really stuck with me because I didn't realize, I mean, you hear some different opinions, and you hear in the church, and you hear from different women, oh, dress like this, dress like that, or men don't take you seriously when you dress, you know, in more provocative clothing. But to hear it straight from a man's mouth without me having to provoke him to say it, that stood out to me, and that story has always stood out to me since.
And they're obviously married, so it worked out. So yes. I have to say, great job on your first outfit.
Thank you.
I thought it was super cute, and I just love that story. So I hope you guys are encouraged. Like, when I go out on a first date, I don't have to dress like everyone else. Be unique and be you, because guys will see there's something different about her that really Hollywood isn't, you know, advertising. Yeah. Like, you know, you don't have to be like everyone else. You can be exactly who God has fashioned you to be. So with all that being said, if you haven't subscribed to us yet, please do so. All our information should be in the box directly below.
Yes, and please keep an eye out. We just launched Teen Fashion, which we're super excited about. And feel free to check out my blog, www.lifewitham.com, just for update of what you missed on the last show. If you want to go back and watch it, please do. If you want to get to know us more as people and what we're about, also feel free to check out my blog to see just the different pieces of what we're wearing and where they're from.
So that's all for now. We'll see you guys at the next show. Actually,
with me,
we should show everyone. We are an online magazine, but it's always fun to show everyone the in-print version.
Yes.
This is fun. So this is Fashion Magazine, but we also have Teen Fashions.
We do, and it just launched online, so check it out. Yes. Follow us on Instagram, Fashion Magazine.
And on Facebook, everything. You can find all of our information in the box below. And be sure to subscribe to us if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
13 minutes.